So you want to find your platonic soulmates, and I mean the people who are truly meant for you, the people who are here to feed your soul and bring you joy, to understand you so deeply, way more deeply than you even thought was possible from someone else. Right now, this might seem out of reach. It might seem so impossible to find people who genuinely understand the path you are on. It feels like no one is on what you're on. No one understands the depth of who you are, what you're trying to create, or what you're trying to do, or who you're trying to be. What if I told you finding those people who are truly meant for you is one of the easiest things you'll ever do? If that's something you want, make sure to stick to the end of this video, because I'm going to share with you exactly how to find the people who are meant for you. Hello beautiful souls, my name is Olohi and I help you align with your purpose. So subscribe, because you deserve everything you desire. So you want to find the people who are meant for you, the people who, your platonic soulmates, the other individuals put on this planet to complete you, to understand you, to help you grow, to help you develop. The people who, when you speak, resonate exactly so deeply with the journey and the path you are on. I understand, as someone in this space doing this thing that isn't very common, it's difficult to find the uncommon. It is not common to find the uncommon, because rare people are rare. So how do we find the people who are like us, who are on the same path, doing this thing, when you can't really find them in your school or like in the clubs you normally go to right now? How do you find these people who understand you? Number one, and to be frank, the only step, authenticity. Are you on the path you claim to be on? And I mean genuinely, and I mean seriously. Are you doing the things it takes for the people who are meant to find you to recognize you? Are you? And I mean truly and honestly. In order for the people who are meant for you to find you, you have to be findable. If you put this facade on every day of your life, people are going to be attracted to who they think you are. Until who they think you are is who you are, you're going to continue attracting the wrong people. Do you think goths and emos wake up one day and they don't put on their fishnets and their colored eyeliner and their pale white foundation? If they don't show up as who they are, their other goth and emo friends can't recognize them. You keep on showing up as something you are not and something you don't want to be, and you expect the people who are looking for the true you to find you under all the makeup of the person you are not. Authenticity is the only way. It's the only way they can recognize you. And I mean radical authenticity. I mean taking the jump. In everyone's life who is following their path and their destiny, there comes a point where you can stay comfortable in the life you're living, or you have to jump. Jumping means cutting ties. It means losing the friends that you have now because they are not the friends that you are meant to have. It means people looking at you funny and weird because they don't understand this is not who you are, because it's not who you used to be. It means, are you ready to let go of your old life to create a new one? A new life will cost you your old one. They cannot coexist. If you're pretending to be this, you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, that is not good enough. That is simply not good enough. Because you have to show up authentically as who you truly are for the people who are meant for you to find you. You cannot find your authentic friends until you get to a point where you are someone they would value as a friend. I was in a place where I was in a rut, I was inconsistent, I wasn't really posting, but in my mind I wanted to do this thing. I wanted it, and then I thought if I find those friends who were like doing it, then I would finally be my authentic self. Like if I could just get people who understood me, then I'll be brave enough to show up as who I'm meant to be. It doesn't work like that. It simply doesn't. In order for them to even recognize you or be attracted to you, you have to be pursuing that path radically. It means showing up when no one in your life understands what the hell you're talking about. It means doing the thing when everyone thinks you're unrealistic. It doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? What are you doing? It means going down the path solo until You are authentic, you are radically authentic and so polarizing that everything that is not meant for you is repelled, and everything that is attracted so strongly, because that is what authenticity means. I was once put into a group of these girls who wanted to be content creators. The group is dead now, it hasn't even been a month. But the problem with that group compared to the group I'm in now, where everyone just uplifts and creates, is it was a group of girls who wanted to be a content creator, and they thought that meeting other content creator friends would make them it will make them truly brave enough to be that. The group is dead now because no one on there was brave enough to show up as what they wanted to be. It was 5 people in the group who were actually creating content. The other 70 women in that group, their account was private. They were just there anxious. Oh, I don't know what to post. Oh, can you help me find my niche? Oh, if I post something, will you like it? Huh? You're not even, I wasn't even attracted to them in any way because you're not living your truth. The difference between that group and the group I'm in now is the people in this group, they are living their truth, whether that's your clothing brand, their styling, their channels, their videos. They're creating and doing what they know and want to do. They're presenting, they're showing up as themselves, they're showing up authentically. That's why we're so magnetized to each other. You cannot wait to become who you're truly meant to be. You cannot be convinced that people coming into your life is going to help you follow the path you should already be on. Do you get it? They cannot help you overcome a fear you've created by yourself. There is a part of this journey you have to do alone, and that is taking the leap. Once you've taken the leap and decided this is who I am, this is the new me, like it or hate it, this is who I am. That is only when the people who are meant for you can recognize you. That's it. I had this misconception that, this limiting belief that I would only attract my platonic soulmate when I am successful. When I have the plaque on YouTube, that is the only time that I'm qualifying of divine connections and love. That is so false. That is so false. They come in once. The second you decide this is who I am, they start flooding into your life. Once you decide, once you pick up the camera, once you say, this is what I do, and you don't feel your heart quiver when you say that, when it is just as certain as my skin is brown, or I have this scarf on, when it just flows out of your mouth, or what do? Oh, I make videos. Oh, I run my dropshipping store. There's no fear about it. When it's who you are, when you're authentic, when it's just the same way you're oh, I play volleyball, or oh, I do badminton. It's just, this is who I am. They start flooding in because you can speak about it. You're passionate about it, and people love that energy. You have to also remove limiting beliefs. All these beliefs of, oh, I have to be successful before I find these people. Oh, I have to move to London because they don't exist here. Oh, it's lonely at the top. Everyone just doesn't understand my dreams. Oh, they're just gonna shit on my... Those are limiting beliefs. Once you clear those and know, right now, I am so authentic, I am who I'm meant to be, that is just a fact of life, that the people who are meant for me are also finding their way to me now, under grace in perfect ways. A lot of people will say, there are 10 places to find friends. You are the source of your reality. Do you know that? You are the source. You're the I am that I am of your reality. If you're the source, why are you going out looking for something as if there's anything that exists outside of you? Tell me. Seriously, can you riddle me that? You're going to these places you wouldn't normally go in order to find the people you wouldn't normally find, excuse me. You are the source of your reality. Everything you want, as long as you believe it, is finding its way to you now. I'm not saying be a bum in your house, because you cannot attract your platonic soulmates by being a bum in your house unless your platonic soulmates are also bums in their house. You see how that works? Give what you get, you give what you get. When you start living your life in true alignment, doing what you love, you will also find people in true alignment doing what they love. It just so happens that the thing you love and they love is the same. Oh wow. Crazy how that happens. Crazy how when you're showing up for yourself, people begin to show up for you. When you're doing what you do as the person you are, you will cross paths with people doing what they do as the person they are. Do you get it? Means get out of your bed, because that's not what a person who is in divine alignment would do. They wouldn't be bed rotting, scrolling on TikTok, consuming more than they're creating, because that's just not who they are. Show up in every way they would show up. Whether that means online, posting their videos, going live, it's just a matter of time. In whatever avenue that may take, that the people who are meant for you will be so attracted to you, they have to find you. It could be online, because you're showing up authentically as who you are online. They like your post, or they comment, or they DM. Or it could be in real life. You go into the store to buy a camera, and then they're there in the store because they also create videos. You're going to fix your laptop, and then they're there because they also fix their laptop. You go to a volleyball match, and then they're there because they also play volleyball and they want to go pro. Or you go to a bookstore to find a book, and they're in the bookstore because guess what? They read too. You're going for a walk. They're in the park, they're going for a walk. You go for this event, this Adobe event, and they're there because you're also a creative. You go for this photo shoot, or you're looking for the perfect spot in town, and they're there because they also do that. Do you see how that works? You living your life in a divine alignment forces the right people onto your path. If you're bed rotting, if you're not showing up for yourself, if you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, if you're going to your lectures, going to school, when you know deep in your heart you're meant to be creating videos and traveling, you see how that doesn't work? Because the people who are doing the things you want to be doing are doing the things you want to be doing. So in order to find those people, you have to be doing the things that you want to do. If you want to travel and meet other people who are traveling, go travel. If you want to meet other people making videos, go make videos. If you want to meet people who are entrepreneurial and young, be young and go start that business. That's how it works. And I'm going to use this story because it's so divine. I have a best friend, and I was speaking to him about how lonely I felt because he was the only person who understood me deeply. And I was pissed off because it took me 16 years to meet him, and I was saying, are you telling me I'm going to be 32 before I meet another person who understands me as deeply as you do? I was pissed off, and I went to pray, and I was telling the universe, like, I don't want to be lonely. And then I heard, okay, be authentic, man. So I started showing up as myself. I prayed about it and I just let it go. And I trusted that the people who are meant for me were finding their way to me now. That's it. Under grace in perfect ways. So I was doing what someone in authentic alignment would do, which was I started creating videos. I started going live on TikTok. I started posting more than ever. I was saying my most radical beliefs. And it just so happened that I was scrolling through TikTok and I stumbled across this live of this guy, and the banner on his video is, I am God, ask me anything. Very, 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 very triggering to some, but I was intrigued. I clicked on it, and then I started asking questions, and I joined as a guest on his live, and then the conversation was so good. So I DM'd him and I was like, let's go live together, because that's what I would do as my authentic self. So we go live together, and then someone else joins, and then someone else joins, and then someone else joins, and then it's just like 6 of us on this call having the most intoxicating conversation of my life. It's so instantaneous, and it feels so right when you meet those people who are meant for you, that there's no doubts in your mind. I have no doubt in my mind that the people I met are my platonic soulmates and are meant to be in my life in one capacity or another. That's just the way it goes. It took me showing up authentically as myself to attract that. Another caveat, let's say he was on live and he didn't show up authentically as himself. Let's say he put something less shocking something less in alignment with what he truly believed on his life. And when questioned, he started 1 foot in, 1 foot out on his beliefs. He wasn't really 10 toes down in what he believed. I wouldn't have like enjoyed the conversation. Even if that's what he believed in his heart, he wouldn't have shown up authentically and would have been putting a mask on. And that mask on isn't who I liked. It was him showing up authentically as who he was and 10 toes behind the beliefs that he believed. That is how we were able to find each other. Two souls on the same path towards destiny with radical authenticity. It's only a matter of time, when you are who you're meant to be, that the people who are meant to be for you will find you. That's all for today, beautiful souls. And as always, I am so proud of the person you are and even more proud of the beautiful soul you are becoming. If you learned something from this video, which I'm sure you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Turn on post notifications. I am always open for conversations in the comments, so let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you in the next video.